So this is how it all went down. Let me see if I can do some pictures for you guys. So I first started, right, in a game called... Alright, I'm going to start from the beginning. You guys ready for the story? Alright, you ready for the journey of Chapo? Alright. We were all young. We started here. My mom caught me an Xbox and showed me my stepdad showed me online Xbox, and I was like, holy shit, that's so sick. Like, you can play against other people. Me being always the competitive kid, I was always super competitive in my blood. Even when I couldn't play against my friends, I would literally, it would always be like multiplayer. I'd be like, yo, let's not fucking do the campaign. Let's just go 2v2 and let's frag each other. That was always my life in Halo 3, Modern Warfare 2. Like, I had it in my blood always. And then after this, everyone played Modern Warfare 2. After Modern Warfare 2, it was Black Ops. I quit Modern Warfare 2. I mean Black Ops. I didn't want to play Black Ops, and I played this. And I played this for many years. This is a Warcraft 3 game. Dota 1 is pretty much a MOBA, the first ever MOBA. And I played this for two years. I actually played against a lot of the guys. Some of the guys are in Dota 2 right now and TI. Because I was high rank with El Brochacho, for some of you guys that remember. And then I did that for about like 2 years, and then this came out. Heroes of New Earth came out, which was the same exact copy of the game, literally a exact copy and paste of the game, but with better graphics. So everyone jumped to this game, and then I jumped to this game, and I loved it. And then I played it for 3 years. I played against No Tail. I played against Puppy. I had like 2200, 2250 MMR, which was like the highest MMR they had was like 2350, 2400, 25. 25 was like the people that were like top number one by far. And so I played against a lot, and I loved that game. Then I jumped to then Dota 2 came out, which is the game that you guys see now on TI with like 200,000 viewers. And I jumped to this game, and I played it for about a year, and then I stopped playing because my cousin Brochacho told me about this game. And then I jumped to this game, and I was like, holy shit, this game is sick. Before season 1, before everything, before they even had a tournament, before launch, and I played SMITE, and I really liked it. The only thing is it asked for a lot in the graphics card. And I was like 13, I was like 15, I was in high school, so high school I was having fun, I was drinking, enjoying life, partying a lot. So I had a girlfriend too, so I never took SMITE very serious. Because I knew I was a top ranked player for a long time, but I always would come play after a party or something, or after chilling with friends, and what happens when you chill with friends. So like I would come home and I would be like the lit person. This is back when they had curse and whatnot, and I would come back and I was good at the game, but I was super lit the whole time. So then I realized I was like 17, and then I started to take the game more serious. I was like 17. I was like, damn, I want to play like more serious. Like there was some competitive. You guys want to hear a crazy story? Do you guys know COG Red? Do you guys know that COG Red was formed from a team that me and Brochacho made? So it used to be me and Brochacho dual lane. Me and Brochacho dual lane with Devio solo and Dagar's jungle, and then there was and then we had a guy named Hero mid. I don't know if any of you guys remember him from the rank scene, but then the Boosh left the team, and Snoopy and Ionic they asked them to pick them up, and then so they had to make a decision between me and Brochacho, which I was supporting at the time, when I actually probably should have been a hunter. And then Brochacho was ADC at the time, which he wasn't that good of an ADC at the time, but we were pretty good. Like, we had good comms from Dota and stuff, so like they really liked playing with us. And I was kind of newer to SMITE, right? Like, so because I didn't know the items and stuff yet, like I've only played for like a year at that point, and so I didn't know all the items and stuff. And so then I played with that team, and then eventually I got a lot of experience and saw the way they looked at the game. Then so COG Red got formed, and then I joined a team named Torch for a while and played Challenger Cup, and then we beat actually COG Red, and it was insane. We were like feeling good, but my team around me wasn't really that good, but I started to learn what it was to scrim and be a part of a team environment. But at this point in my life, I was finishing high school. I was like 17, and so my mom was asking me, like, my parents were like, I lived in a trailer in a pretty low income family, and my parents were split up. So then my mom was like, like, why don't you get a job? I was hitting that point where 17, 18, where like Latino parents are like, you should probably work, make money, like understand what it is. And then so I had to make a decision. I was like, well, mom, like I can make money. You know, Challenger Cup was offering some money now. It wasn't only gem tournaments, and so then I tried playing some tournaments for Challenger Cup. Then season one, Eager. I don't know if you guys remember Eager, with Tolly, Zatman, Laz's. They dropped to the Challenger Cup, and nobody expected them to drop to the Challenger Cup. I don't know if you guys remember that. And then when they dropped to the Challenger Cup, they proposed a big challenge for us because we were the best team in Challenger Cup. This was me, Nanton, Brochacho, and other team. I forgot the other two players. Damn, it was a long time. But we were really good, and we were the best team. But we had to face Eager, which Eager shouldn't have dropped to the Challenger Cup. They were supposed to be in the Pro League. Like they were one of the better teams coming from Dignitas, right? So they dropped the Challenger Cup. I was actually 18 at this. I was 19 at this point, right? And we got picked up by Noble, our first ever org, because we were performing so well in the Challenger Cup. And the way the high res did this competitive league was that if you beat the team, you relegated out, and so the top team from Challenger Cup played relegations versus the bottom SPL team. So then if you join the SPL team, you start making money, correct? And we had a org lined up, which was Noble, and that was gonna be my sub button because Noble had a sponsorship with Twitch, and I was like, damn, like this is my perfect entry to get into like the SMITE world. You know, I was streaming already, but I was only pulling like 10 viewers, 12 viewers. I had really shitty quality. I was streaming on a laptop, like a normal laptop, and my computer was dying. And so I was like, fuck, like this is my time. Like I can, if I win the Challenger Cup, like I can go and play. I don't need to work at a job. I can sustain off, you know, a couple subs and some money, because, you know, at this point, like even the simple things, like, bro, getting a haircut, buying food, gas, like I didn't have money for that, dude. I had $0. Like I was in high school. Like my mom, like we were getting government money, bro. Like we were nothing. And then so I was like, yo, this is my time. Like this is what we're gonna do. Well, we lose in a best of 3, game 3. We lost at a fire jam. We got wiped. And I remember feeling lost. I was like, wow. I was like, damn, everything just gutted out the window. Noble wanted to drop us because the way the league worked, it wasn't like there was a Challenger Cup, you know? It wasn't like, oh, you keep playing. No, you lose Challenger Cup, you don't make it to the relegations, you don't make it to SPL, you don't make money. SMITE wasn't that big at that point. You know, there was a lot of money. So we lost everything, and then Noble wanted to drop us. And then when Noble wanted to drop us, I was like, fuck, like, dude, I don't have, like, well, how am I supposed to make this money now? I lost I didn't get a sub button because we lost right before they were going to hook us up. And I was like, I was super lost, and I just graduated high school, and on top of me just graduating high school, you know how you feel really lost when you graduate high school because you're supposed to make some big decisions. My girlfriend for 4 or 5 years broke up with me. She cheated on me, so I was like, damn, you know, I was really lost at this point. I was like, damn, well, like, what do I do? Like, what is the next move? Like, what am I? So I went to college for like 4 or 5 months. I had a 3.6 graduating high school, so I had a full ride because of my low income, on top of having a higher than a 3.4. There was a special scholarship for that in Miami. And then so I was gonna go to school, and I was like, okay, that's fine, I'll take the school route. And then I went to Worlds, because I lost Challenger Cup relegations, right? And that was right before Worlds 1. Where COG won. I mean, there's a picture of me on Instagram, and in high res, there's a picture of season 1 Worlds, where I'm looking up. I'm looking in the crowd. Let me see if I can find it for you guys. And it's inside high res, and I'm looking at the crowd, like I'm in the crowd looking at the game, and from then on it changed. Oh, this is the picture right here. This is me in the crowd in high res. I went my first year, and then right then I made the decision. I'm getting goosebumps right now. I made the decision that I was gonna quit school, and do everything for gaming. Was it free entrance? No, you had to pay. You had to pay for hotel. I drove all the way to Atlanta with Brochacho with not $1 in my pocket, and I went out there and, you know, watched competitive, and it made me make the decision that I was gonna chase my. Right there in that moment you see it, you can look it in my eyes. I was like, this is what I want to do. So this was in January. Obviously Worlds was in January before. What were you studying? Dude, just basic, bro. I just graduated high school. It was fucking prerequisites. And then I I came back from Worlds, so I was still graduating high school because you graduate high school in March and like May or April. So I came back from Worlds and I told my mom I'm gonna full-time stream, and she said I don't agree with that. So she let me for like 2 or 3 months as I finished high school. When I finished high school, it was summer. I already streamed for 2 or 3 months, but I didn't have a sub button, so I couldn't make income for real. And I know I had some people that would donate, but like small amounts, which would just like amounts to like a haircut or gas. And I would try to hide from my mom that I wasn't, that I would lie to my mom and be like, yo mom, I'm making good money, like I made like 40-50 bucks yesterday off a donation, like it was crazy. But my mom was like, yo, this is a joke, like this kid's wasting all his time and money, and like he's gonna become nothing when he's actually a smart kid, because I had the scholarship. So my mom like kind of pressured me, and she was like, well, we're gonna have to make a decision here, like if you don't help support for the house, you're gonna have to go. Like I need your help. You're eating here, you're living here, you're using the internet here, like. And I was like, well, I want to keep playing Smite. And then so my mom made a decision that I had to go, so I dipped. And Xbox just got introduced to Smite at that point, season 1. And then season 2, so then season 1 was over, season 2 was going in, and then I was introduced to Xbox. And then I was like, I went to live with my cousin. And in my cousin's house, I was like, yo, can I use the Xbox for like 2 to 3 hours? I just want to scrim. And then he was like, yeah, that's sure, dude, go for it. I mean but I want to play in the early, so like only 2 to 3 hours. So I would stream 2 to 3 hours at like 3 in the morning when he was sleeping, so then I can get some hours to stream. Where did you stay? At my cousin's house that had an Xbox. And so then an Xbox was Chach your cousin? Nah, Chach wasn't my cousin. I mean, he is my cousin, but I didn't go live with him at the time. And then so I went over there, and then he's my blood cousin, and he said, yo, let's like I played a couple hours every day, and I knew I was way ahead of the Xbox kids, like when it came to meta and like in reading maps and warding and a lot of MOBA stuff. I knew I was way ahead of the time. So all I needed was like 4 players that would to me, and so I teamed with Cloud, which was horrible to be honest, and he didn't listen. He just played by himself. So I quit the team. I kicked him off. And then we picked up Aggro, which is funny. The reason Aggro's actually casting right now. I picked up Aggro, and Aggro's a guy that really listened to me. And even if he wasn't mechanically gifted, like insane, he didn't have bad mechanics. He landed his stuff, but he didn't have like insane mechanics, But he listened to me, and we became like a unit. So then I ended up going to NOLA. New Orleans was the first tournament for Xbox Smite, and I won it. And when I won it, no, Aggro deserves everything that he's done. I didn't do anything for him. I won it versus Aggro and all these people. Like let me think, Transonics, all the people that were on Xbox. I forgot who. And then that money I used to move out of my cousin's house. I was like, hey bro, like I won $2,000. It was like $2,000. It wasn't much, bro, but for me it was a lot at the time. I was making nothing. And then I won that tournament, got $2,000, invested in a capture card. I bought a capture card that same day, that same weekend that I got back from NOLA. I told my cousin, yo, thank you for everything, bro. I bought an Xbox. I bought like one of the Razer controllers. I still have the trophy here with me right now. And I left his crib and I said, yo, I'm going to go find a place for myself. And that was the place before this one that some of you guys have been here for a couple years. So then after that, we picked up Aggro because he lost to me and I wanted to pick him up, and we played more tournaments and I kept winning, and then I got my sub button just out of viewership in Smite because Xbox didn't have any streamer, and I was a streamer on Xbox that knew the game very well, so I was dominating everyone. I was GM. Me and Uzi were GM number 1 for the time we played Xbox. And then we went to Worlds. We should have won that, but it was kind of cheap, Weekend and Allied and rest in peace Allied. Omega all jumped over last minute for Xbox, and they just fragged us because even if we were practicing mechanics better, like I was still teaching my team, like which were Xbox players, like how to play Smite to that level. You know what I mean? Like I was still in the process of like talking about how to bait Gold Furies and like how to play around wards, how important vision is, how to reset cooldowns, how to not use all your cooldowns in certain fights, how to play off actives, things like that. And they already had that experience, you know what I mean? Envy was pretty strong at that point, and they kind of jumped over just rolled everyone over and won Worlds, which I honestly, it was either us or Eager that would have won that. Either way, they steamrolled everyone, obviously. And then so I was like, damn. I was kind of pissed, but I was like, oh, that's fine. Like, that happens. So then I played Xbox one more year because I didn't really have much money. I was only like at 100 subscribers. And I kept playing and playing. Played that whole year. My subscriber count went up to like 400 or 500 playing Xbox. And I was like, dude, like, this is sick. Like, I was starting to feel that motivation. I was starting to lift heavy. And and then after that, I played Worlds again. And we lost second place to I forgot who. Eager. We lost to Eager second place. We shouldn't have lost that, but I didn't have the right players. But it's okay. It happens. We lost to them at second place, and then after that Worlds, I told Uzi, I was like, yo, bro, let's go to PC, bro. Like, we're way better than this. Like, we're better than Xbox. Like, and he was like, yo. He looked at me in the eyes, and he was like, yo, I'm down. And then we were in the crowd when this was happening. We were watching PC, and I was like, yo, let's fucking go to PC, bro. Like, this is stupid. Like, I got some money to buy a computer, bro. I got some money off Worlds. I'll spend all my earnings from Worlds to fucking buy a beast computer and start streaming on PC. He was like, yo, let's do it. So me and him both left Xbox. Pretty risky move in a sense because we were very established there. And then we made SPL in the first couple months. We made SPL in the first split after that. We were on Noble. We did pretty well, but we had some problems with like teams, and so we were on Noble. We played at LAN that the Challenger Cup team washed everyone, and we lost them. Then we split after that, and then me and Ozzy got split. He went to a Challenger Cup team, and then I went to Eager that was broke down. Remember Eager that broke down after DJ Pernicus left. And then after that, I played with Aurora, which was a really awesome experience. I loved playing with Aurora. And then after that, after the Aurora thing, I told SML was like hyped up, right? Like the next year they're gonna bring SML, and me and Incon were told that, like, yo, they're gonna bring a lot of money, like they're gonna pay us a lot, and we can just chill and make content. And I was thinking on that, me and Incon and Uzi were like, yo, let's get in on it. Like let's just do SML as SSG, and let's just farm content. Like, let's grind our streams. Like, there was a lot of money in there, and like we were still growing. So then after that, we fucking did after that year, then we got lied to pretty much. SML wasn't paid at all. Me and Incon got pretty pissed, so we didn't even take it serious. We got lied. Like, they said they were gonna pay us like 2,000 per month to play, and then depending on like what placement you are, you got paid more. And then I was like, oh shit, like this is sick. And then they lied to us. We only made like 2,000 the whole year. And then, so me and Incon got really pissed, and we're like, yo, there's no fucking point of trying, man. There's no point of trying, like, SML if you're getting paid fucking dirt. So me and Incon quit the SML, and we're like, yo, let's just focus on our content. And then after this, I actually went to Fortnite. I took a ginormous risk. I hit 1,000 subs, and I said, Fortnite is a new game. And then I was like, so I jumped to Fortnite, and I was actually pretty insane, but I actually even got into the big boy scrims. I actually played against a lot of the players that are playing now in professional. It was actually insane. Like, I followed them on Twitter because when I used to scrim with them, and now like they're making fucking 30, 50 grand and coming in like 80th place. But it's so crazy. And then I jumped to Fortnite. Me and Ozzy both jumped to Fortnite. We went at it pretty hard, and then we started to feel like, damn, like this is a scene where it doesn't matter how good you are. It's more about who you are in the community. And then that actually changed as soon as we left. You know, really unfortunate. And I told Ozzy, yo, let's go back to Xbox. I mean, let's go back to SMITE. So we went back to SMITE. We started playing again. And then last year, ASTRAL needed a support, and I was like, yeah, bro, I'm down to fucking support. I can easily support and win Worlds. And then that's pretty much what we did. A lot of people thought that I couldn't do it, but I was like, lol, you really think I can't fucking support and just win Worlds with that team? I'm like, there's honestly no one on Xbox as competition. And then that's pretty much what we did. I went to Xbox. I practiced like 2 months before Worlds, and then we won it. And then now I'm here next year playing in the SML 8 months later. So that was pretty much my whole story. Hope you guys enjoyed.